If you're anything like me and you've had so many great ideas sitting in your notes app for weeks, months, even years, and you don't know where to begin, when you start, everything seems so complicated. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can go from idea to reality using just you and some AI tools. My name is Ruth, and on this channel, we share practical money tips for the everyday worker trying to take better control of their finances. The goal is very simple. We want to earn more, save better, and invest simpler. So if that's of interest to you, let's just get straight into the video. So, online, AI is seen as either one of the greatest inventions in modern history or the end of the world. And I feel like reality lies somewhere in between. The biggest thing about AI isn't the fact that it can make you so much money and make you rich. It's the fact that it can help you to learn faster. It helps you with brainstorming ideas, organizing thoughts, understanding concepts, even down to troubleshooting problems. How you're going to get the best use out of AI is asking ChatGPT to give you prompted questions so you can brain dump, and then using that to then create things. This is what I've used over the last 1 year to create things that I would have never thought I could create ever. I would have thought I would have to hire out a developer, web designer, or someone in the technical field to bring my ideas into reality. For example, I've built landing pages for business idea. I've created 2 websites that I'm currently using for business. I've created a digital product. I've even published a book. There's so many things that I've learnt with the help of AI. And I feel like this is an untapped perspective of AI because everyone sees it as this big thing coming to take their jobs. However, if you use it in a way that can turn your ideas into reality, the earning potential is astronomical. Then building becomes more efficient. You get to learn faster, build quicker using AI. There's so many limitless opportunity, and this is the best time to literally live and have great ideas. The most important thing with using AI is that you need to also use your own original ideas. You can't just expect AI to generate things for you without giving it a direction, your ideas, concepts, to personalize it so that your own experiences can show through it and it doesn't just look like and feel like generic content or generic ideas or a generic project. So you always want to personalize your inputs. Another misconception that everyone has is that everything is saturated. Apps are saturated, content is saturated, digital products are saturated, everything's saturated. What I'll say about that is that the most successful businesses aren't built solely on owning the entire market. They are built by solving a specific problem for a specific subset of people. So really and truly, all you really need is a slice of the entire pie. So even if it's saturated, as long as you can get your own little slither, your own little slice of cake, then you're good. So don't think that, oh, it's already been done before, I can't do it. Because the way you will do it and to the target group that you will do it for is so unique that there is space for you there. Let me use an example. I'm creating an AI-powered interview assistant tool, which could be argued that there's so many out there. Even when I was doing my research, there's so many apps out there that are doing interview prepping, interview coaching, answering interview questions, basically the entire concept. However, my unique lens is for biomedical science graduates, for early laboratory professionals trying to progress in their career. That's my specific target group. So just because there's a whole bunch of AI-assisted interview tools out there doesn't mean I'm not going to create one for myself. However, what I did was that I looked for a specific problem, which is a problem I've encountered myself in my early career, and created a tool for someone who was like me. So I figured out a specific type of user and created something for those users. So that's a typical example of you don't need the whole entire industry, you don't need the whole entire pie. So now that you figured out that you're going to use AI tools to start building your ideas, now you're going to get to the point of trying to sell your products, your services, whatever you've built. Creating the product is one half the equation. To me, honestly, I would say is the easiest part of the equation. Now, visibility and getting your products or your services in front of the right audience is where the challenge lies. So it's about visibility, it's about figuring out where your target audience actually gathers and where they commune. What social media platform are they most likely to be frequenting? So for example, if your business idea, your app, your product or service is for an audience that's more professional. For example, mine are for professional workers, then LinkedIn might be the preferred platform that you need to be more visible on, that you need to share your thoughts, your ideas, your services, so that people can see if it's something that they need and want to purchase. However, if you don't figure out where your target audience is, then you're going to struggle with visibility and you're going to struggle with sales. That's from personal experience. I would say figure out where your target audience is. So digital products that are more for day-to-day life, for example, planners, journals, stuff like that. Etsy is where you need to be. You can't be on LinkedIn and be trying to sell those kind of things on LinkedIn. It doesn't make any sense. Or if your business is more to do with fitness and personal training, maybe TikTok, Instagram, even YouTube might be a place where you can probably get clientele compared to trying to promote yourself or be more visible on LinkedIn. So do you see where the challenge is? So it's not just about creating a product using AI. It's also about figuring out how you're going to market it, how you're going to distribute it, how you're going to get the right eyes so that you can actually start having sales. So I would say AI isn't a magic pill. It isn't something that's going to make you rich overnight, make you into a millionaire, and you can quit your day job. However, it's something that you can use that can potentially generate you exponential income. So I would say use AI tools to organize your thoughts, simplify your ideas, improve writing, research concepts, and speed up your execution. And with that, I would say sky's your limit. Those ideas that you think is crazy in your mind, that is too big for you to execute, that you're thinking, oh, can I even achieve this? Even if it's a smaller scale or smaller version, you can use AI to build those things. For example, I'm using Bubble to start building the AI-powered interview tool I mentioned earlier on. Me being able to do that would have not been possible 5, 6, 10 years ago all by myself, someone who has no technical background at all. I've tried to learn how to code, but I said not today. It was too challenging for me. I just want you guys to look at AI tools as a means to lower the barrier of entry, to start building on the ideas that you already have, that you want to try out. And also, it's such a low cost route of experimenting on your ideas. You can literally build an app with under £100. And if the idea works, that's great. If the idea doesn't work, £100 is a lot easier to part ways with than spending £10,000-20,000 to develop an app using a traditional developer. I generally think that this is the best time to start building on any ideas that you have. Not because success is easy, and not because AI will magically turn you into a millionaire, but because the gap between the idea on paper and building it in reality is now smaller than ever. And this can create so many opportunities for you and also increase your earning potential. So I would say start using AI today to start learning, experimenting and building. And finally, give those ideas in your notes app a chance to thrive. So if you're looking to start building something yourself, I'll leave some links to some tools that I've used personally in the description and you guys can check it out. One thing I would like for you to take away from this video is that you don't have to have everything figured out. Just start. You can start with using ChatGPT just to flesh out your ideas, to see what tools that you will need. Use their free tier. A lot of AI tools have free tiers, and then from there you can then start paying for the right tools that you're going to use to help build your idea into reality. I hope this video has been useful to help you get started and help to start shifting your mindset to a positive light when it comes to AI tools and how it can be used to develop yourself, your skills, and also increase your income. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.